Hello and welcome to, well, today I'm just going to be scribbling. I was thinking, what can I do on camera that might help people out a little bit. Do you ever try and like draw something without taking your pen off the page? I'm going to do that today. I'm going to be using a thick pen. Got my old Poscas, they're always good. I'm just going to draw something. But when you do this, it kind of looks better in a thick pen. Doing it with a thin pen kind of just looks like a scribble. If you do it in a thick pen, it kind of looks like more of a thing. You know, you'll see when I get started. You'll also see that I've moved my desk because downstairs just feels like downstairs. It's kind of stopping me from drawing as much as I should be as well, and making videos and stuff because I don't know. I just walk past my desk downstairs and it's like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like this. You know, and I've been thinking for ages, like, why don't you just put your desk back in your room? So that's what I did. It took me forever to get it up the stairs. Like, I'm such a twat. I got the tape measure and I was taping it 1,000 times to see, you know, to measure it up, and I was holding it up against the stairs. And I was thinking, oh, will I get up the stairs? What if I turn it this way? What if I turn it that way? I thought, like, you're not going to know unless you just go get the table and do it. So that's what I went and did, and then for ages I was trying to drag up the stairs. I've like scratched the floor, banging it against the wall. The fucking stair rail sticks out way too far, and I'm clanking against that, nearly taking it off the wall. And I thought, you're such a fucking twat, Sean. Why don't you just take the legs off? All I needed was like one of those little Allen keys. I've got a box full of them, and so I took the legs off, and I just I just took it up the stairs, and put the legs back on, and now here it is, and this looks better. It looks like a thing. It looks like a backdrop. So yeah, let's do some doodling. Okay, so I know the lighting in here isn't amazing. I need to get a light bulb, but hopefully it's good enough. You can see what I'm doing. It's not like I'm sat in the dark. Let's just go ahead. Let's give that a little bit of a rumpy pump to make sure the paint's coming out. And let's just draw whatever without taking the pen off of the page. Give him a big round mouth, because I think this is probably a fun way of drawing stuff if you don't really know how to draw. You guys can see that? Yes, you can. Well, I've taken I've taken the pen off the page now, but you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is just videos on, well, it's just fucking me doodling, isn't it? And if you learn something from it, it's you know, it might be beneficial to you. But this is me we're talking about, so I've got to go over the line work again and make it look all wibbly wobbly. The only reason I really make my line work look wibbly wobbly is to hide any shortcomings, of which there are plenty. Because I'm not very good at straight line work. There's a lot of stuff I can't draw. Let's put a little shine in his eye. You ever want your eyeballs to look like, you know, I'm not saying these look realistic, but if you want them to look like they've got life in them, do a little eye shine, a little glint of light in there. And then things can be, you know, it's already quite abstract, so let's just make his teeth some sort of curly whirly thing, like that. His teeth aren't in his mouth, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Look, see, this already looks kind of cool. Let's do one of them. Do some sort of spiral thing, just some kind of suggestion of your ear, you know. I mean, not your ear personally. If your ear looks like that, you probably want to get it looked at. But there we go. Another little curly thing in there. What about cheeks? I mean, like, that already looks okay. I mean, we could do completely different teeth here, just for the hell of it, because we're just doodling nonsense, you know. Doesn't really matter, as long as you're just playing around and having fun. That's the secret to most drawing. If you're not enjoying it, if you're drawing this stuff and you're making it a real chore, then you're not enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's got to be. You've got to find something relaxing about it. It's like playing. You're just playing, aren't you? Look, I'm just playing here. Whatever. Look, eyebrows. Don't spend any more time on them. Let's just do hair. Some sort of big curly hair like that. It's all just playing. Look, This pen is my toy and I'm playing a game with it, and the game is let's draw a weird funny face. If you're trying too hard, it stops the fun. So that already looks like a face. I mean, I could have done less and it still looked, you know, it looked like it was done, if you know what I mean. But you can just keep going, just put in some cheeks like that. And we don't have to do a cheek on that side, but we can just do that. Let's do a little suggestion that there might be. Oh, there we go, look. Yeah, cool, whatever. We could give him a tash. I don't want to give him a tash, actually. What I'm going to do is that. So he's got some hair coming down the back as well. And then you can just keep going again. I mean, if I get a smaller pen, you can go even madder with the details. I never really used this one. I'm not a fan of the nib. It's very sorry, I've got the phone up above me in a moment to try to look at the screen. Yeah, the nib is it kind of flicks paint everywhere when you use it. It's a bit too stiff and the paint is too wet, and yeah. Anyway, but whatever. Let's go in and let's just do wrinkles now. Make them look old. And again, I could have stopped earlier, but I'm not going to, because, well, again, this is me we're talking about, and I love doing wrinkles and stuff. Yeah, let's give him some sort of like dimples down the side. Don't have to colour his mouth in black, you can always just do this. And people just know instinctively that, you know, that's a dark area. Let's give him some wrinkles under the chin. Can you hear that sound? And can you see as well where the paint's flicked, like I said, because of the nib? It's not the most well designed pen, I've got to be honest. Alright. Give him some wrinkles on the forehead. One of those indentations on the side of the head where his brow is. Yeah, there you go, whatever, that looks kind of cool. Let's give him one of those like cat's arsehole mouths. Put a little bit of colour into his cheeks. Boom, you got a weird face thing. You know, I mean, you could use that as a character in a comic or something if you wanted. Just make it up, make it all up as you go along. Let's do another one. Let's do a square one. Let's make this as square as possible. Okay. Mouth, ear, and it's just like a big nose coming down like that. Retrace my line work. There you go. Alright, now let's go over it again because it just looks better when you make the lines look thick and messy. There we go. In fact, his mouth's going to be more messy. Let's just do that. You know, sometimes, I mean, that was just a really impulsive thing I just did, but sometimes it's good, especially when you're just mucking around like this. It's always good just to go with that impulsive thing because it kind of opens up things. Do you know what I mean? It kind of opens up more ideas. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's put some bags under the eyes. So you're confirming what I just said. If I hadn't done that mouth thing, I probably wouldn't have bothered with the bags because I kind of thought, oh, you know, those bags will kind of like match the lips. So that's now part of this art style that I'm going for. It's something that looks weird and squared, but it's also got this sort of thing going on. If that makes sense. I don't know if anything I'm saying makes sense, to be honest. But again, being impulsive, when I did that just then, I thought, oh, that could be hair. So fuck it, it is hair. Let's have some hair. Hair everywhere. Some up here and some down there. In fact, he's got sideburns. Another impulsive decision. Let's just do that. I had sideburns for a while once. I was like a fucking knobhead. There we go. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to put the shine in the eyes again. See, this is kind of like a bit like another video I did of how to make crap, well, not crap, but just a bad drawing look good. Because that, I mean, you saw me do that just now. It's kind of effortless. I made it up as I went along. It looks kind of shit, but there's enough stylistically that it's at least interesting to look at, and that makes it look good. I think that might be a good way of explaining it. Let's give this guy those kind of sharp fang animated teeth, but they don't draw all the teeth, they just kind of do that. And this time we will colour the mouth in black as well. And this guy's going to have a tash, why not? We've got a lot of space on the lip. Yeah, and his tash just looks as crappy as his hair, which, kind of like what I'm saying, is the point, if you know what I mean. Just, it works, you know. Little cheeks, like that. This looks a little bit like, oh god, what's his name? Something Salamanca from Better Call Saul. You know, like the main bad guy towards the end of the series, in series 5, is chasing down Michael Ehrmantraut. Sorry, just drinking my coffee. It looks like him. You know who I'm on about. If you know who I'm on about, you know who I'm on about, which is a really obvious thing to say, isn't it? Oh, stupid. But yeah, you know who I mean. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. In fact, because it kind of looks like him now, I don't want to do eyebrows because I can't remember what his eyebrows look like. His hair is sort of like that, isn't it? Let's put him in some sort of shirt, I don't know. Whenever I want to draw a shirt, that's how I indicate someone's wearing a shirt. I do this. Can you guys still see? I've not moved it yet. Good. Right. There you go, something like that. What else can we do? And again, let's just make that look a bit better by putting in those smaller little details and stuff. Putting a little bit of shade in to, you know, suggest that there's some sort of indentation there around the eyes as well. Maybe his eyes go in quite far. Down the side again there. So if you just doodle any old shit, I mean, you might be doodling along with this video and thinking, oh, mine doesn't look that good, but this doesn't look that good. You know what I mean? But it's just drawing any old shit, really. I think, I don't know, I'm just going to put shading along there as well to make sure that this is his brow. And put those, that's just that's like that crease between the eyes where the brows meet in the middle. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's the rather pleasant sound of seagulls outside. One good thing about living in the country, man, I love that sound. Seagulls. When I lived in Sussex, I used to hear seagulls and just think about North Devon. It's always reminded me of like holidays and stuff. These little lines just indicate his lips. Do a little thing down there. And again, more random detail. Why not give him a 5 o'clock shadow? There we go. See, just through doodling any old nonsense, we've actually got a cool looking character. There's some light wrinklage. When you're doing wrinkles as well, it's good to like cross over like this. Cross them over. You don't just have to do straight lines like I did here. And then let's put some shadow stuff going on around the neck and the shirt. There we go. And I can't be bothered to do the rest of the body, so let's make him into like a bust, if you will, just by putting some pinstripes on his t-shirt. There you go. That's how to make you know, any old shit look, you know, look better, if you know what I mean. Some tips for making, I don't know. I don't know what the video was, but there you go. That might give you some ideas to enjoy doodling more. Okay. And I don't know where to look when I look at the fucking camera. Where is the camera on my thing? Because I don't know. Oh, it's there. Right, am I looking at the... I'm trying to catch myself looking at the camera, if you know what I mean. But I can't. Okay, it's that end. But whatever, I don't need to be staring down the lens, do I? But then I'm looking at myself and that looks weird because I'm looking off. Whatever. Right, so if you... People say, like, do video... I'm not having a go, whatever. But, like, people say do videos. And I think, I don't know what to put in a video. If you tell me what to put in a video, I'm more than happy to do it. I just don't... I don't know, I don't really have loads of ideas. Trying to find the camera lens again. It's so weird, isn't it? Looking at... Whatever. Give me some ideas. If you want to see tips on things, I'll give you tips on things to the best of my knowledge. But you kind of have to tell me, because otherwise I'm like... Okay? So join me next time for maybe something someone asked for. Or just... I don't know, I might do that again, but do animals. How to do cats and dogs. I love drawing dogs and rabbits. I don't know why, but don't know. If you look through my photos, there's a lot of rabbits for some reason. Anyway, fuck off. Bye. Where's the camera lens? It's there, isn't it? I'm trying to catch myself looking at it. Whatever. Bye.